When walking into a restaurant, do you remember the infamous line, smoking or non-smoking? Many may have forgotten this, but with the introduction of e-cigarettes, this question has made its appearance back into society. As the popularity of e-cigarettes grow, so do the risks in research. Therefore, we will be discussing the increase in popularity among teens and young adults, the dangers of smoking e-cigarettes, which countries have banned it, and the current laws in the United States. The first point I will be discussing is the popularity of e-cigarettes in teens and young adults. According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, e-cigarettes are now the most commonly used form of tobacco among teens and young adults in the United States. What makes them appealing is the cost, various flavors, and the belief that they are safer than cigarettes, but could also serve as an introductory product. When looking at the cost, according to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, smoking cigarettes is 5 times more expensive annually compared to e-cigarettes. This makes it more affordable for teens in school and possibly not working full-time jobs. When it comes to flavors of e-cigarettes, flavored nicotine liquid known as e-juice can be purchased in almost 8,000 different flavors. Bubblegum, cherry, Sex on the Beach sound more enjoyable than tobacco or menthol. With the option of flavored e-juice, an e-cigarette smoker won't smell like cigarettes, making this a more appealing option. And lastly, with the belief that e-cigarettes are safer, research has increased and is proving this may not be the case. Early evidence has suggested that e-cigarettes may be a gateway to go on to use other tobacco products, which are known to cause disease and premature death.
I will now be covering the current laws regarding e-cigarettes. As of 2019, the state of Wisconsin defines e-cigarettes as a product that contains nicotine and is not a tobacco product as cigarettes or an FDA-approved smoking cessation product. Vapor products are non-combustible products that produce vapor or aerosol for inhalation from the application of a heating element, regardless of whether the liquid or other substance contains nicotine. In the state of Wisconsin, there isn't currently a retail license or permit required to sell e-cigarettes. Some other states, such as Minnesota, do require a permit. In the state of Wisconsin, there isn't currently any packaging regulation on e-cigarettes in place either. Many other states also do not regulate. Some states require child-proof packaging. Some states require that a child-resistant packaging is labeled pursuant to state laws and is not attractive to persons under the age of 18. In Wisconsin, the sale and distribution of nicotine products to persons under the age of 18 is prohibited, as well as purchase and possession of nicotine products by the under the 18-year-olds. Sampling of nicotine products is restricted to places inaccessible to persons under the age of 18. Some other states prohibit sales to all under 21-year-olds, with the exception of Army personnel. Some states have no restrictions in place on e-cigarettes use. Some states, such as Utah, restrict e-cigarettes everywhere where the regular cigarettes would be restricted. Other states list various places where e-cigarettes or vapor products are restricted, such as school grounds, public places, state-owned vehicles, and such. In Wisconsin, currently e-cigarettes are prohibited at a state fair park, indoor facilities, and main stage area. As you can see, that the laws are currently very lenient towards e-cigarettes, but this might be changing in the future in the light of latest reports of hazards of smoking e-cigarettes.
Now we'll talk about how many countries already have banned electronic cigarettes and why. Over 20 countries so far have banned the import and sale of electronic cigarettes, India being the newest country to join just last month in September. India approved an emergency order banning e-cigarettes. 105 million people use tobacco products in India. The numbers are sobering. According to the World Health Organization, 1 million of these people die each year. which is one of the reasons why India banned the use of electronic cigarettes. The list of countries that already have banned e-cigarettes is long. Argentina, Brazil, Cambodia, East Timor, Jordan, Panama, Thailand, and the United Arab Emirates are just a few of them. Recent news has that the White House has planned to ban all flavored electronic cigarettes except for the tobacco-flavored ones, because the numbers of teenagers using those e-cigarettes is rising drastically. As research continues to develop, there has been 7 deaths and 380 cases of lung disease caused by vaping and the use of electronic cigarettes so far, but those numbers are as well on the uprise. Hong Kong goes as far as to fine people for possess or selling nicotine-based e-cigarettes with 100,000 Hong Kong dollars, with the equivalent of 12,757 US dollars, and or a prison sentence for up to 2 years. Those bans and punishments might sound like an extreme measure, but are of value in the light of dangers of the use of electronic cigarettes evoke. Which brings us to our next point.
Finally, I will talk to you about the dangers of using electronic cigarettes. The electronic cigarettes have chemicals, harmful heavy metals, nicotine, and added flavors. They're highly addictive, very toxic and harmful, just like cigarettes. 1 Juul pod is equal to 200 puffs, which equal 1 pack of cigarettes. The dangers of this is that the flavors attract the young generation. There's no smell or a big cloud of smoke that makes your clothes and hair stink. The flavors are very attractive, and they are especially harmful to growing bodies or mothers that are pregnant with a fetus. Smoking and cigarettes are the same thing, very different as well. The flavors are okay for ingesting in your body, but when you put them in an electronic cigarette and inhale it into your lungs, your body screams protect mode and your lungs are in protection, and that helps your body fight, whether it's just an added nicotine or flavor compared to just water. So by doing some research, we found that the term popcorn lung comes from a factory when they were making buttered popcorn. The artificial flavoring that was in the buttered popcorn were inhaled by the factory workers, and they ended up with popcorn lung. So studies have shown that by using the electronic cigarettes and vaping, that those chemicals that are being right into your lungs, that is also, it could start popcorn lung. In summary of our research on electronic cigarettes, we explained on what the electronic cigarettes are and what attracts the younger people to use them. We also showed the correct laws that are in Wisconsin and different countries that have also banned the electronic cigarettes. And after explaining how dangerous electronic cigarettes are to your health, we hope that by sharing our terms with you, that you will go ahead and help the younger generation or someone that you know to please stay away from the electronic cigarettes and vaping until more research is uncovered.